Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my advanced guide for Arc Raiders. This is the 7th video in the 10 video series, so we are very close to the end. After the advanced guide comes the pro guide. I suggest you don't miss the pro guide because I will help you to survive a lot longer. I will teach you how to kill rats. There's a lot, I will give you everything I know that I've learned in the last 400 hours in the pro guide. The advanced guide is more about strategy and thinking outside the box and just time management. That's what the advanced guide is about. Where the pro guide will be more about combat, tactical gameplay, how to kill rats, how to have an advantage over people that say they're friendly and shoot you in the face. You know, just very aggressive tactical tips. That will be the 8th. So this advanced video is the 7th one. The pro guide will be the 8th one. And then the 9th video will be me showing you how to kill the queen in 5 minutes. And the final 10th video will be me showing you how to kill the matriarch in 5 minutes. So if that interests you, click the subscribe button and click the bell button. So we're in a new week. It's the 1st of December. And you can see we've got new trials going on here. Now, the reason I'm not going to focus on the trials is because the only thing that I really cared about is getting out of the try-hard name, but now I don't care about the try-hard name. I don't care about the rewards. I'll maybe do this for fun. But the thing is, I'm going to wipe my character because the season ends in 15 days. So the 15th or the 16th of December, I will be able to wipe my character, and then I'll be starting that series, where I'll be streaming it live every 4 hours and showing you guys exactly what to do. So let's get into the advanced guide. If you go, what I did for you is I've got nothing. Okay? I've got 2 seeds. I got a looting MK1, a light shield, a hairpin with an extended light mag 100 light ammo, 1 shield recharger, and 2 bandages. I deleted everything and I made sure I got rid of most of my money so that I can help you with the advanced guide. So, when you loot, there are 4 reasons to loot. The first reason is gaining resources and looting white zones, which are relatively safe. You'll probably just encounter 1 raider, but if you're stealthy and you take your time and you're more patient than the other person and you can always hit the first shot, you're probably going to win. Or you can just let him go if you don't want to be in a fight. Or you can wait for him. If you slowly walk towards a POI and you see him going into a room, you can always start the fight with a grenade, break his shield, have a major advantage over him. But the first way is looting for industrial material, batteries, wires, sensors, electrical components. Your second phase of looting is Arc. You're looting Arc, you're killing Arc, you're looting the, what do they call it? You're looting the probes, okay? Those probes. You're looting the probes. So you're focusing on Arc material. Then the third phase of looting is when you're going after guns and ammo. So then you try and focus on security lockers and yellow zones and red zones. And then the 4th phase of looting is when you're just trying to make a heck of a lot of money. So you're focusing on red lockers, you doing night raids, you're doing electromagnetic storms, so that you can get blueprints or epic loot. And what I want to tell you is do not do night raids or electromagnetic storms unless you're using a backpack that can facilitate that. And what I mean by a backpack that can facilitate that, I need you to use a backpack that has 3 safe slots. Whenever you enter a night raid or a electromagnetic storm, I want you to use, the minimum I want you to use is tactical MK3 or the looting survivor backpack that I don't have, or the augment blueprint that I don't have. Because the minimum that I want you to enter a night raid and electromagnetic storm with is a medium shield. The minimum. I never ever want you to enter a night raid or electromagnetic storm or a hidden bunker event without a medium shield, because you don't have the option of a raider hatch key. And a raider hatch key makes it way more likely that you can get out with all the loot. Where in a night raid, an electromagnetic storm, and a hidden bunker event, all these special events, there are no raider hatches. So you're going to be struggling with rats. Now, the positive thing about rats is that they use free kits most of the time. And they're probably going to shoot you first most of the time. So if they've got a light shield and you've got a medium shield, then you are equalizing the battlefield. But I do suggest going for a tactical MK3 or a combat MK2 so that you can use a heavy shield. Okay? And I want you to focus on, while you are looting in phase 1, the industrial phase, I want you to focus on what you need. So if we're looking at the tactical MK1, we can see we need advanced electrical components and processors. So then we track those items. For the combat, we need electrical components and magnets. So we track that, okay? And when you're going to just loot a bunch of, when you're going to loot the white zones, that's also important. But you can see these two take the same resources. So you're going to track that. But when you want to use something like this, you can see the advanced, okay, which we already tracked. But you can craft advanced electrical components, so you track those items as well, okay? And then what you do is you always want to bring guns into the fight. So what I want you to do is to look at what a Stitcher costs, track it. What does a Pharaoh cost? Track it. And focus on what upgrades cost. And then you never, ever, 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 ever want to run out of ammo. So track what you need for ammo. Okay? Metal parts and chemicals. 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 Now, if you're like I don't want to go in with the crap weapons. I want good weapons. Track that. That's a good weapon. Track those. That's a good weapon. Track those. I don't really like this weapon, okay? Or track the anvil parts, okay? And now I'm going to show you how I loot in phase 1 with very, very, very minimal gear, with the literal looting MK1, okay? I want some gear weight, and the looting MK1 has got a lot more inventory space than a free kit, and a lot more slots, and a safe pocket. Okay? So if you like, and you can find blueprints, you can find epic loot in the white zones. So having this is always good. Okay? And then as soon as you make $9,000 a day, I want you to go to the security and buy a Raider hatch key. I don't care if you can craft a Raider hatch key. I still want you to buy a Raider hatch key every day, okay? And track what you need for the Raider hatch keys. So let's start with looting the outskirts. And my favorite is Spaceport. Now, they say the dam is a difficulty of 4. They say the Buried City is 3. They say Blue Gate is 4. You know, so there's no 2. There's nothing that says 2. So the best you can hope for is 3. Okay? And I want a big map. I want space. Like, the map that I dislike the most is Salamontes because it's very PvP focused. So the top 3 PvP focused maps are Salamontes number 1, Buried City number 2, Blue Gate number 3. The best looting maps with space and freedom is number 1 Spaceport, then Dam Battlegrounds, and then Blue Gate. Okay, so we're going to start on Spaceport with this minimal kit. Okay, so here's my first run. I basically started on the east side of Spaceport, did like 2 buildings, looted a little bit of apricots, got a backpack, and I'm going to show you guys where the backpack spawn is. I just want to show you what I got. Okay, so with this arc coolant, I can recycle, and then I can get the chemicals that is tagged. Okay, and this pop trigger, I can recycle and get 3 crude explosives and 3 arc alloys. And that I need the power cells to make shield recharges. I never recycle Great Moulin because Great Moulin is used for medical items. If you always wonder why you don't see the like if I do this, the apricot will be there, but the Great Moulin won't be here. Okay, the Great Moulin doesn't fall under miscellaneous. It falls under crafting materials because with Great Moulin, you can craft. With Great Moulin, you can craft sterilized bandages because you need antiseptic. But you can craft antiseptic with Great Moulin and chemicals. Okay? So Great Moulin is very, 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 very important. For herbal bandages, you need 1 Great Moulin and 1 durable cloth. So cloth is important because for 1 durable cloth, it costs you 14 fabric. Okay? So that's Great Moulin. That's Great Moulin. That's Great Moulin because you know you need Great Moulin for antiseptic. You need Great Moulin for antiseptic. Okay? So the Vita Shot is Great Moulin. The herbal bandage is Great Moulin. The sterilized bandage is Great Moulin. Okay? Apparently you need moss for the defibrillator, which is quite funny. But chemicals and plastic parts for the adrenaline. Okay, I'm not going to focus on adrenaline right now, but a perfect combination, the fastest way that you can heal after someone shot you or recharge your shield after someone shot you is by using a herbal bandage and then injecting yourself with a Vita Shot. That's the fastest you can regain your health. Or recharging your shield with a shield recharge and then immediately do a surge shield recharger. So these two work perfectly together and these two work perfectly together. Okay? So I'm just going to put these resources in. Projector. When I recycle, I want to remember the names. This is also very, very advanced. Because sometimes you've got a ton of blue items, but you don't know what items to throw away. So I want you to remember the items that are really, really good. Now, if I can sell an item for 1,000 and I recycle it and I see I can only get like 2 wires and 1 processor, it's not an easy decision for me, but because I don't focus on money. But I mean, that tells me a projector is not great. Now, if I look at the remote control, 1 sensor, 7 plastic. Again, it's very average. So when I want to choose what to drop and what to keep, I'm going to focus on those things. Okay? And then, you know, the complex gun parts was just a great find. I found it in that backpack. And I'm going to show you that backpack. So we're going to do it again. I just want to show you what we're at after one run. And now the best thing is look at what I can sell that for. It's 6 apricots. Just 6. I can sell that for $3,840. So the reason I pick up 8 apricots and lemons is because they're very easy to find, and $4,000. If I do this 10 times, no, if I do this 8 times, I can have 30,000. If I pick up 8, now you can pick up more apricots, but if I just pick up 6 apricots, excuse me, for 10 raids, then I can literally go and buy a Hulk Raptor.
Don't stand there. Tell me.
Or a Renegade, or an Anvil, or a Toro, which are all really, really good guns. Okay? But my focus at the beginning is to always get all Celeste's important parts. Okay? If I need chemicals, I can buy it from her because she'll sell me infinite chemicals. If I need fabric, I can buy it. If I need metal parts, I can buy it. If I need plastic parts, if I need rubber parts. And then only from here does she have limited resources. But you need springs for a lot of stuff, but I mentioned this in the previous video. So I'm always going to focus on the seeds, because 6 apricots gives me 18 seeds. So that's 3 seeds per apricot. What you should have realized is every time you recycle Great Mulane, you're only getting 30 seeds for 15 Great Mulane. 30 seeds. 30 seeds can't really get you a lot at Celeste. It can get you 2 basic gun, it can get you 2 gun parts, but it's way better for the medical stuff. Okay, so now I've got 28 seeds. And when I buy something from Celeste, I always want to end on an equal number. So I can't end on an equal number there because it's like it will end on 30. I can end on an equal number here. I can use all the seeds here. Okay, so there I just bought myself 7 wires. And 7 wires has an eye. Look at the 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 eye. She's got stuff that you need. So if you don't want to buy everything from her, just buy the freaking things that you cracked, so you don't have to look for it. Okay, so here we go again. Now I'm going to show you the route that I took. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we spawned a little bit late. What I did the first time is I started here. Tried to loot this, but it was already looted. Looted this, and then followed this road, and that's where I found the backpack. And then I was basically full, because this person didn't loot the East Plains warehouse properly. So I got a bunch of loot there. Went here, nobody looted this, got a bunch of loot here. Opened the backpack, got those 2 epic parts, and then there was like 1 minute left on this extraction. So I love going to extractions within the last 20 seconds, because rats don't really stay at an extraction when there's less than a minute left. You know, like when there's a minute left, they'll look around them, they don't see anyone, and then they'll go to the next extraction because they want to camp extractions. So I like going to extraction when there's like 30 seconds left. So I don't like this one because this is in the middle of everything. So what I'm planning now is to run around and hopefully get to that extraction before it expires. Okay, so let's go. Now the good thing is that most people have already looted, and because I want to go this way, I don't want to loot the fuel depot. I know the fuel depot is bad, so I'm just going to do my sliding. I see smoke. Now, this is that surveyor. But I don't want to loot a surveyor if I see any arc around me or any player around me. I don't see any arc. I don't see any player, so I'll go for it. There's a building next to me, so I want to check if someone's going to come from that building. Because that's, if there's someone in there, I can't see them. And if they hear me, you know, they can try and surprise me. But I'm not going to allow them to surprise me. I'm just going to loot very quickly because I don't like being in animation. So that was a nice, you know, that was a nice, safe looting experience. Now I'm close, so I'm just going to remove the marker. And now I'm going to be stealthy. Biggest thing in this game is sound. I want to hear the other guy before he hears me. And I want to see if this place has been looted. Stand still. Okay. Doesn't sound like anyone's in here. As soon as I start looting, I look at what's my most valuable item on me. That is not a great item, but it's the best item on me, so I'm putting it in my safe pocket. I never die without bringing something back. And I take everything. I can't just, you know, the chicken can't do all the work for me, guys. Now that's the most valuable item, so I'm going to swap it. But yeah, the chicken can't do all the work for me. Okay? The chicken can't do all the work for me. Okay, so there's clearly an upstairs, so let's go upstairs. And again, I don't care if there's no one here. I want to be stealthy so that if somebody jogs in here or runs in here, I know where they are, but they don't know where I am. And before I breach something, I stand still for about 5 seconds and make sure I don't hear anything, because I can hear a player running towards me from about 70 meters away. Okay? So I always stand still for about 5 seconds just to make sure, you know, that no one will hear me breaching. If I hear anything around me, I never breach. Because if I can hear them, they can hear me. And you might think this is boring, but my boring loot route gave me 2 epic items. Okay, my boring loot route gave me 2 epic items. Okay, so somebody... No, they didn't. They didn't loot this. They didn't loot this. Okay, magnets are very, very important. So I'm going to drop that ammo for the magnet. And I'm going to drop... no, between the arc power cell and the wire, I'm rather going to drop the wire for that. That's antiseptic. Gonna drop the 4 plastic parts for the antiseptic. That's a full stack. That's a full stack. The ammo isn't that important, so I'm going to take the toaster. And now I'm going to try and get to this extraction, because I am basically full. It's not a great one, but at least it's not inside. Like I don't really, like, if I extract here, these people get snipey, these people get snipey, these people get snipey, and these people get snipey. Here, this guy has a bad angle, and it's only about this guy. Like, it's only people close to this building that's a danger. But I can basically circle around here to make sure there's no rats here. And when I enter the place, when I press the button, I just cover this area. I just cover what's here, because I've already cleared out here, okay? I'm not in a rush, so I'm not gonna ignore anything. Like I might miss an epic item or something. And guys, I just love the fact, like I always used to slide like this. I hold shift and W, and then I slide, and then my guy just stands up automatically. But since I have left the shift button, since I've learned to leave the shift button, now I press C, leave the shift button. Now I slide forever, and when I'm done with the slide, I'm crouching. Where if I hold shift and slide, my guy's going to stand up immediately because I want him to run. But if I slide and leave the running, he's going to slide as far as he can, and then he's going to be stealthy, which I really, really like. See? Run, slide, leave the run key. And then the other way, hold the run key while you're sliding, and then he's just going to try and stand up as soon as possible. See, I'm full, but I mean, I could add a processor there. Now I've got 2 processors instead of 1. I hear people on that side. So I want to go around this side. Now I'm close. As soon as I'm within 150 meters, I remove the marker because I know where I am. And because I've got this gun on me that can't help me to save my life, I'm going to put a grenade on me. Just if I see someone, you know, I'm going to be more stealthy than the next guy. So if I see a rat camping in front of me, I want to break his armor with the... I want to break his armor with the grenade before I try and kill him. So I've got 9 minutes. There's nothing rushing me. Absolutely nothing. I want to tell anyone I'm here, so I'll wait. I'm not going to let the Ark see me. If the Ark sees me, then everyone knows I'm here. The only way I want to play it to know that I'm here is if they see me. That's it. And I don't really want to press the button when the Ark are close by, because then I have to deal with Ark. understand that's what you call an unfriendly person. Not a low, no nothing, just I want to kill people. That's what you call an idiot.
Okay.
But if I had a better gun, that would have been a better fight. Because look at that. Level 1 Pharaoh, level 1 Kettle. Okay, so that person was better geared than me. But it doesn't matter. I still got something. And I risked a lot less than that person. Okay? But it doesn't matter. I already extracted once successfully. And while I was busy, my chicken was producing stuff. So now I can afford a backpack. I can afford an augment. And I can afford a gun. And I can afford a sniper. And I can afford some ammo. And I can afford some sniper ammo. And I can craft myself a shield. And I can make myself 5 bandages. And I can make myself 5 adrenaline. And I can even craft myself 3 more grenades. And now I put the shield on. For the augment, the shield, the Stitcher, the Pharaoh. Put my ammo in there. Very limited ammo, but I don't want to risk a lot. Okay, if I die, I don't want to care about. I don't want to worry about it. Look at what I've gathered already. I don't need to care about that, but at least I'm a little bit better equipped at the moment. And I've got 2,000 bucks. Now, a Pharaoh I just used to break a person's shield. A Stitcher I used to kill someone. So now I go to the trader. And I buy this extended mag because it will add 5 rounds. And 5 extra rounds in the magazine can be the difference between winning a fight and losing a fight. Okay? So, we're going back. And there's a boss on here. So, I'm just going to go for Battlegrounds. Because that's the 2 places I like looting. Battlegrounds and Spaceport. And it's better if I show you guys 2 places instead of just 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We started right here, which was a very dangerous area, so I just ran here. I want to go through this wreckage here to get into a safer area. Because getting to the scrapyard, I have to go through danger. Getting to the swamp, I have to go through danger. Like, from here, I have to go through danger to get somewhere. So I'm taking the safest path immediately. I can get a lot of apricots and stuff here. If I fight someone, it will probably just be 1 person. And I took a skill that when I'll show you now. Like I always run with the Pharaoh out. Because when I see someone, I want to break their shield and then kill them. But I always run with a Pharaoh. Because the Pharaoh will break a person's shield. A Stitcher won't. So, you see I'm out of ammo? Or out of stamina? Now, I took a skill that when I stand still, crouch, my stamina regains faster. This has 2 purposes for me. First of all, if someone's following me, and I'm like resting every 30 seconds, then I'll hear them. You know, like they're following me. I disappear. I disappear in here. He thinks I'm keeping on running. He comes. I've got an advantage. He misses me, or I can kill him. Okay, so it gives me awareness of my surroundings, like every 30 seconds. Not gonna loot this. I'm in a high danger area, and that thing makes a lot of noise. So I'm not gonna loot. I'm not gonna loot that. Oh my word, never mind. Now I'm gonna slide. And that's how the new slide gets you out of trouble. But when I'm in the open, I don't like crouching when I'm in the open. I like crouching when I'm near cover. Because if somebody shoots me in the open, I need to move. Now this guy's probably going to spot me and I don't want people to know I'm here. So I'm just going to take a break in here. This is a very nice spot that if there's a leaper here, you know, the leaper can't get in here. So if you want to kill a leaper and not be sniped by anyone, you can just shoot him, let him. I think I heard someone. And I mean, the arc, if the other person isn't as careful as you, the arc can be your vision as well. Like, I can't see behind me, but there's arc around me, and I'm more stealthy than the other person, you know, so the other person can give their position away. Now, I'm running low on arc power cells, and these little things, I can breach really quickly, and they can give me arc power cells. Now, since I need arc power cells, we're going to put them in there that I don't lose them. And I think there was one more here somewhere behind at the back. Oh, there's an ammo. There's a Raider cache. Oh, that's a nice Raider cache. Medium armor. That is great. That is great. I thought there was, yeah, there is one more here. But I'm rather gonna put, oh, you can't put the armor in there. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Now, there's a blue thing over there. A lot of people will go for the blue thing, but if somebody goes for it, it's probably just one person. And remember what I said, I've got these grenades. Grenades aren't extremely powerful, but I mean, I've got a Pharaoh and a grenade and a Stitcher, okay, which is a really good basic kit. So, I don't need to kill this thing, I just need to get some parts off it. And I can even slide backwards just to see if someone's coming. Very difficult for a guy to shoot me in the head when I'm sliding like this. I'm gonna get some great Verlaine while I'm at it, but I'm always gonna have my Pharaoh. If a guy surprises me, I'm just gonna hip fire him. Like if a guy comes up now, I'm hip firing him and then switching to the Stitcher immediately. You always start with a Pharaoh. Always. And remember the apricots? 6 apricots or 6 lemons are worth money. You're gonna look at apricots and lemons a lot more differently from now on. I am hearing something around me. Oh, there he is. Okay. So I'm just gonna switch to the grenade. Okay, he knows about me. He knows about me. So I'm just gonna go into a bush. See, now that I'm in a bush, he doesn't see me. Okay, he probably knows about me, but I'm not gonna care about that. Because every time I throw him, It drops armor. Look at that. Just look at that. Just look at that. One piece of armor. One piece of armor. For one grenade, guys. Look at what I just got. I got Arc, Motion Core, Surveyor Vault for one grenade. For one red grenade. Sometimes he'll bump you. Sometimes he'll bump you. But again, I just want to shoot his armor off, that I can loot his armor. Usually he just bumps you once, guys. Usually he just bumps you once. And that thing isn't bad. I just want to shoot the wings off. I don't want to kill this thing. I want to immobilize it as soon as I can. But I want it to stand still. See? As soon as I hit 2 wings, it's dead. And this can help me in the future. I will explain to you in the pro guide how this will help me in the future. I know I shot a piece of armor off here. Okay. And now, he's gonna come for me, he's gonna come for me. Okay, now I don't have, now I can't break armor off anymore. I don't have, I still have the grenade, I still have the grenade. I still have the grenade. Remember, it's like you're hunting animals. Just remember, it's like you're hunting animals. And there goes another piece of armor. And I can even throw that. I might even be able to kill him with that. Okay, I'm just gonna go get the armor. That's easy loot, guys. That's easy loot. Better gear you have, the more ammo you buy. You know, we could have destroyed him with the right amount of gear. We could have destroyed him. patience. But I said that in the first guide. Yeah, like you can't throw this thing very far. You have to get very close to him. Throw and shoot. You have to throw this thing and then shoot it. Okay, so now I'm gonna try and throw it. Okay, no, he can sense me immediately. Nah, I don't really like using this thing is difficult. Did I pick it up? No, I didn't. Yeah, using the wasp driver is quite difficult. Now, if he just comes towards it, but he's not gonna come towards it. And I can even throw him with this. Crude oil, guys. Crude explosives. Now, we are still going to get all the apricots there, so don't worry. And we're going to have to extract there. But we can do it. And there we just destroyed it with crude oil. As long as you've got foliage between you and that thing, you'll be fine. Now look what we just gained. We just gained a new blueprint. With this minimum gear that we have. By playing around with the surveyor. Because the surveyor wasn't close to any danger. It's not a lot that you're going to find a surveyor in a safe location. Now, we can still get apricots. Okay? We can still get apricots. So let's go get them. I haven't got heavy ammo. I can't break anyone's shield. I don't want any combat right now. I've got nothing to fight with. If I got heavy ammo instead of shotgun ammo, I could afford. But I don't have anything to fight with. What I do have is adrenaline. And adrenaline is going to help me to get to where I want to go extremely fast.
An Ark orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza.
With adrenaline, I can cover large distances. Very large distances. And here we go. Now we're going to use the adrenaline. And we're going to take a very wide angle. Very wide, very safe. And we're going to wait until there's 30 seconds left. We're literally going to wait until there's 30 seconds left. To make sure we canceled out as many other raiders as we can. So take the adrenaline and run. Careful, there's a raider hatch there. And if somebody sees you while they're trying to extract, they're not going to be very happy. And don't hit the border too much. You can glitch through the map. Be like there, wrong way. Don't stay away from there. Know where you are, but don't run into that a lot. Otherwise, you can glitch through the map. And that will be the end of you. I'm just changing directions. Sometimes you can pop up. Like, don't restart the game. Don't exit. You see, like that. So if you, like, while you're falling, go that direction. When you're falling again, go that direction. When you're falling again, go that direction. Until you get out. And now you make sure you don't go close to that border again. That's how you fix falling through the map. Choose 4 directions. Keep going in those 4 directions. Don't get close to the edge. It's glitchy. It's glitchy, okay? Extraction is there. I'm going to go all the way around. And I'm going to show you guys why. First of all, because I'm patient. I'm not interested in loot. I'm very happy with my loot. I'm very happy with my loot. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to be greedy. This is a lot of loot, guys. Trust me, this is a lot of valuable loot. But there could be a gun crate in here. there could be a gun crate in here. So let's risk it. Okay, it's been looted, but we don't know if they know about the secret place. It's not everyone that knows about the secret place. So I just crouch, and then back, I jump, and then forwards, okay? And then I stand up, and I go up here, take out my weapon, come up here, and then I just look for a gun crate up here. There's either a gun crate there, or there's a crate there. Okay, I want to go up. I want to go up. I want to go up.
All raiders, arc on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find your way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Extended medium mag 2. That's very, very nice. Very, very nice. Gonna take the adrenaline. Stay away from the border. Take the adrenaline again. Clearly I didn't finish the animation. And now I'm gonna wait. That extraction is 100 meters away from me. I can cover 100 meters really, really fast.
Rocketeer, over there.
Okay, he's moving away from me, so that's fine. As long as he's moving away from me, that's fine. And I want to get into a bush, like ASAP. ASAP. Like right here. Okay, I just want to be in this bush. That's why I'm wearing green. So I can blend in with bushes. This thing is closed. Oh shit.
With the central swamp lift.
Oh shit. Okay, that's our mistake. That's our mistake. That's our mistake. Okay. Chance that we're gonna survive now is pretty low, but we're still gonna try. We're still gonna try. We can make it. We can make it. I just don't know if a player's gonna kill us. That's all. But we can definitely make it. Because of the adrenaline. And I don't care who's following me. If they don't have adrenaline, they can't stay with me. So I don't care who's trying to creep up on me. That's the good thing. When you've got adrenaline, you don't look behind you. You just look in front of you. Because no one can keep up with me. If I can get heavy ammo in here,
2 minutes left.
the
Last chance to get out
chances of me
safely.
surviving is better.
2 minutes.
There's the heavy ammo. Okay, so now we can fight. Now we can fight. Now we can fight. You've got to be shitting me. You've got to be shitting me. It's only orange. That just means he saw something. He doesn't know what he saw. He's not sure what he saw. I'm just gonna wait for him to go blue again. See, there he goes blue, and now I can run. Somebody just died at the extraction. So there's definitely someone there. There's definitely someone there. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, I'm not gonna make it. No. Okay. That was very close, guys. If we didn't get spotted by the Rocketeer, we would have definitely made it, you know? And it's great. That is great because you can just stay in stealth, wait for them to open it up, look at them pressing the computer, sneak up, you know, to the hatch, and as soon as the door closes, roll in. And then you guarantee that you can't lose anything. And we got the blueprint, but I mean, we lost a lot there, okay? We lost a lot. But you guys know, if I was like 3 seconds quicker, I could have made it. Okay? And then we learned the blueprint. And we would have had a lot more stuff. Okay? We would have had 10, probably more than 10 apricots. So we would have had like 55 seeds. With the 55 seeds, we could have gotten an Exodus module, or with 55 seeds, we could get 10, 10 sensors, 10, or these items. 60 seeds gives us 10 springs. And that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen, for the advanced guide. Phase 1 is what I did. But I let the map control what I do. So when it spawned me in the center of the danger, I looked for the safest route out of there. And then I was lucky enough to run into a surveyor. But now you know how to kill a surveyor. You know how to break their armor. A Pharaoh is enough to break its armor. A little red grenade is enough to break its armor. Even crude oil is enough to kill it. Okay? Or crude explosives. You guys will definitely look at crude explosives a little bit more differently. 15 damage. Okay, 15 damage. It can craft a bunch of stuff, you know, but that's 15 damage. I can make another backpack. I can make another one of that. I can make a Stitcher. I can make a Pharaoh. I can make a little bit of ammo. Okay. And now I'm basically a little bit stuck. Now, although I only have 25 rounds, that's not the end of the world. I can still find ammo in the white zones. I can still find radar catches. I can still go to a field depot and carry, you know, the thing to the field depot to get ammo. I've got a lot of options. And the best option is if I just click on everything that the chicken gave me. If I literally just click on what the chicken gave me, that gives me 3,900. And with that 3,900, I can buy...
Don't keep your enemies waiting.
20 rounds, because 10 was a little bit too little.
In arc and anything else in the way.
Okay. Now we're going in with 75 rounds and double the amount of sniper ammo that we had last time. We're not going in with an extended mag, but it's fine. Remember, all the cloth you pick up, you can craft bandages with it. All the arc power cells you pick up, you can recharge your shield. So you don't have to go in with bandages, and you don't have to go in with shields. You can craft the shields in-game. I'm going to show you that quickly. In the video. Okay, we spawned at the apartments, and what I do at the apartments, because the 4 million people know about the apartments, is I go right to the top and I don't loot anything. I just go right to the top and I don't loot anything. Because someone is going to come here. Everyone knows about this place. Someone is going to come here. Like, I'll loot this. This is open. Nobody knows there's an item there. But I'm going to go sit at a place where I know the person's going to come to. And then I'm going to try and hit them while they are stuck in an animation. And I'm first going to hit them with a Pharaoh. Like, someone's going to loot this. So I'm going to be here. When they come in and they start looting the kitchen, I'm going to move to the left, shoot them in the head, try and kill them with the Stitcher. If no one comes here, then I'm just going to loot the place. But this is how I want to end the guide. You don't have to bring a Raider hatch key. You can literally craft the Raider hatch keys. If you loot the white industrial zones, you will get 3 sensors. If you break open all the orange electrical boxes, and you won't find an advanced electrical component when you look on top of computer panels. Okay, so you don't have to bring a Raider hatch key. You can craft a Raider hatch key, and then you can escape successfully. You don't have to bring bandages. You can craft bandages with that stupid fabric that nobody picks up. You know, everyone leaves that fabric behind. You can take that fabric that they leave behind and craft yourself bandages. 1 arc power cell, 5 rubber parts. You can craft yourself shield recharges. 2 plastic, 3 chemicals. You know all that shit that people leave behind, guys? When you loot a container, people leave the plastic. They leave the chemicals. You know, they leave the rubber parts. That's your food. That's how you survive. That's how you stay ahead of the competition. If you liked the video, do me a favor and click that like button. And if you want to see the pro guide, where I give you the best info that I've learned over 400 hours, and you want to see how to kill the queen in 5 minutes and the matriarch in 5 minutes, click that subscribe button, that bell button, and I'll see you guys next time. If a person walks in here, I'll show you how I kill a person with very, very basic gear. But very basic gear, and no healing and no shield. Or, you know, like, nothing to recover. Bicycle pump. I don't really like the bicycle pump, but I mean, it gives you a few resources. 37 metal parts, 42 chemicals, 1 crude explosives, 2 springs, 4 seeds, 1 tagging grenade, which gives me a sensor. And we're ready. for the next adventure. See you guys later in the pro guide. I'm going to do a bunch of these before I do the pro guide, so that you guys can see what I end up with when I literally had nothing. You see the ammo? Once you come out safely, now you don't have an ammo problem anymore. Now you don't have a bandage problem anymore. Now you don't have a grenade problem anymore. Better just get those arc power cells. But I know you're gonna need rubber parts. So what do then? If you know you're gonna need rubber parts, take the rubber parts with you, so that you find 2 arc power cells on anywhere. You can make 2 energy shield recharges immediately. We've already got the 3 sensors. We only need 1 advanced electrical component. So what can we do about that? We can take the 3 sensors and put it in here. As soon as we find an advanced electrical component, we make the radar hatch key, we put it in here. Think, improve, conquer. See you guys later. Cheers.